What's poppin', everyone, and welcome to another episode of PureGlass podcast. We have a lot to talk about. So, I was watching Scotty with the baby, and y'all, this show is cringy as fuck. So, if you haven't watched it, be sure to check out Zeus. Get your little subscription. I think it's $5 a month. It's not much, it's cheap. Check out Scotty with the baby. Um, this show is not a good look at all. And I'm just wondering, like,
Huh?
so okay, we're gonna get into it. So look, I am a fan of baddies. I'll be watching the baddies since Baddies South, Baddies West, whatever. Like the very first season, I've been watching this show. So if y'all don't know the backstory, Scotty was introduced in like season 2 or 3. And at the time, she was brought on by Natalie Nunn. Okay, now Lemmy, who is the CEO of Zeus Network, at the time was dating Janisha. And she's like an executive producer. She works behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? She does her thing behind the scenes with the company. And she be modeling and stuff. You don't really see or hear too much from her, especially when it comes to this drama. So somewhere along the line, in between seasons and shit, Scotty got with Lemmy. And then Lemmy kicked Janisha to the side. Or, Janisha just left. Long story short, Scotty got with Lemmy while he was still with Janisha. Okay. And basically, there was this rumor going around that she's a homewrecker, but then there's also rumors going around that he was smashing other castmates too. So when they finally publicly announced their relationship, we, at least from my perspective, when I saw them on social media, like on Instagram, I'm like, okay, like they seem like an actual couple. Like they seem cute, they seem happy. It seems like they're in love. I like the dynamic from what they show us. You know what I'm saying? Like the optics, it looks good. The optics looks great online. Okay, and so low key, I was interested in trying to see the backstory on how she's coming along with her pregnancy and like more intimate details of the relationship because I'm curious now because they look good online, right? Wrong. That is so not true. So when I was watching this show, I'm like, oh hell no. I can't tell y'all how many times I said ill. Whenever Lemmy was talking to Scotty and talking at her and constantly making her seem like she's just a bimbo. I just was like, ugh, 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 ugh. I was just disgusted. I was disgusted. And I'm like, girl. So basically, what we found out from these 2 episodes of Scotty with the baby is that he is not in a committed relationship with her, and he never will be. He is in, let me quote, he is in a customizable relationship. Okay? If a nigga tells me our relationship is customizable, oh nigga, I'm giving you the deuces. I would not sit here and entertain this shit because what the fuck is a customizable relationship? Okay. And then she just sitting there all dry. Okay, let me. Like, girl, I know you pregnant, but that soft, dry ass voice is probably why he's treating you the way he's treating you. Because what the fuck? Like, she's getting on my nerve. And for the longest, I was wondering because we saw, their relationship publicly on Instagram. We saw his relationship with Janisha publicly on Instagram as well. And so when they start switching up and he start, publicly showcasing his love for Scotty, I always wonder how did Janisha feel because, with everyone talking and the comments and, the fans giving their opinions and stuff, that can kind of take a toll on you. So I'm just wondering, like, well, how does she feel about this shit? Because, she had him first, technically. But after watching the show, I don't think she feel any type of way. And I wouldn't either. Because, like I said, the way he talked to this girl is just disgusting. And not even that, he's childish as fuck. Like, this man gotta be in his late 30s, if not in his 40s already. And he can't have a serious conversation to save his life. Nothing is serious to him. Everything is a joke. He wanna be Chris Tucker so bad. Like, it's one thing to have a silly and a fun personality. Okay. It's one thing to, be a little goofy here and there. But when someone is trying to explain how they feel about something that's bothering them, and then you turn it into a joke, or you deflect, or you start bringing up things that you have an issue with instead of addressing what I spoke about first, I think that's a problem. What he's showcasing to me is that he's very insecure, he's very controlling, and he lame. That's just a lame ass nigga, man. I just can't even think of more words. He just lame as fuck. And I'm just like, ugh. Like, and I hate to really go on his looks because that's kind of mean. But at the same time, I'm used to seeing him with a hat, glasses. You can't really see the details of his face too much. When this guy took off the glasses and she was combing his hair and stuff, and he kept breaking the third wall, got these little squinty ass rat eyes. I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry. He just looks so funny to me. And I'm just trying to understand the connection. Like she say, it's not for the money, but yes, it is. Because no way you can tolerate this man as long as you have, without there being some type of financial benefit. Okay, if you're that childish, if you're that annoying, if you that controlling and insecure, then yeah, there's no way you can stick around for that shit without there being some type of money involved or some type of financial benefit where you can come up on. And what I didn't like, aside from the customizable relationship part, he just kept talking about all the things he's done for her, and the things he did for her, material things that's gonna put her on top. And she did address that. She said, but you're naming stuff. Like, you're just naming stuff. It's the small things I want that makes a difference. How come they've been together for as long as they have? I don't know, maybe like 3-4 years, and you only cook for her once? What? Yeah, it's definitely the money. Okay, girl, like, shut up and just be honest about that. You with him because he's the CEO and you got a bag. Period. At the end of the day, I don't think their relationship is real. Like, I see why Natalie was laughing at them. I see why Natalie is starting to have an issue with Scotty. But I don't think it's just because she is a bird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a little bit of jealousy there because Natalie has the CEO position. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is a castmate, but it's also kind of her show, like her idea. And so she brought her friend along who happened to, mess around with the boss man of the show. And somehow, that upped her rank when it comes to the baddies, and just how they are with the Zeus network and stuff. So I feel like there is a little bit of animosity, a little bit of jealousy there, just a little bit. But at the same time, I think that Natalie is also, like, she can see the bullshit too. Like, she see how he talks to her. She see how he entertains other women. You know what I'm saying? So her having this baby is not really something. Like, babies are a blessing, don't get me wrong, but it's like, girl, you're not really doing anything because he's still gonna cheat. He's still gonna talk to you crazy. And then once the baby get here, he gonna be really controlling because that's his first kid. And from how he's acting, from how he's showing us, it just seems like he might be on some hoe shit. Like, I think she just needs to have a backup plan just in case he try to sabotage her once the baby get here, or a little bit later down the line, because I don't think this relationship is gonna work. I don't think it's real either. Like, I see why Natalie was cracking up laughing. I would be too. For the longest, I was wondering how Janisha felt because I'm like, girl, as my Sag sister, I know you got to be a little bit irritated with all the chatter and just the talk online about you, Scotty, and Lemmy. But then again, like I said, after watching those 2 episodes, oh hell nah. I don't feel no ways. Scotty is not bossed up. She's not the first lady. She is just a glorified side chick that's pregnant. Okay, he's still gonna fuck around with other women. He's still gonna do his thing, and he's still gonna feel like he don't have to marry her. You give her Birkins and babies, but no ring. This man ain't taking you seriously, girl. You need to put some bass in your fucking voice too. Okay, you getting on my nerves. Like, I know you pregnant and all, but that's usually when your monster come out. Like, "Rah! Leave me alone." Like, put some bass in your voice. I feel like he has good intentions, but I just think he's too much of a loser. Like, he just gives me the vibe, and I hate to say it, but he does give me the Diddy vibes a little bit. Diddy was a nerd, you know what I'm saying? Like a goody boy, a nerd, and he came up on some money. You know, he got rich, but he still was like a loser before. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you are lame and you come into like a bag or you get some money, you do whole shit because you just a loser. When you always have this mentality, like, yeah, you know what, I got it, I'm a boss, I'm this now. When you always have a confident boss mentality, and then you get a bag, like, I just feel like you move differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think differently. It's not like a desperado type of situation, like you trying to people please. You get me? Like, I feel like Lenny be people pleasing and he be too involved in the comments and what people are saying about him. Like, that shit shouldn't even matter. If you making all that money, okay, it shouldn't even matter. But now I see why he's so invested, because he's low key insecure as fuck. And it's just gonna pour out in multiple ways, especially now that the baby is here. And I don't feel sorry for Scotty, because you knew what you was doing. And apparently you know that he's still entertaining other women. Apparently they had this conversation before they even got serious. So she knew what she was getting herself into. Babies do not save a relationship. If anything, it makes them worse. So I don't want to put that out there, but I think she's going to be, kind of in a messed up situation. Like, not even messed up financially, but just like emotionally, mentally, you know? And that ain't cool. Like, is it really worth it at the end of the day? I think not. Was it her idea to greenlight this show too? Like, knowing how he be talking to her, I just feel like what the rumors are out there, like what people are saying about him and how he treats her and her dog, I'm starting to believe that they are all true, because he was just acting like a child. He's a big child to me, so that's that. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Scotty with the baby. Let me know y'all thoughts on the situation. Let me know what y'all think about the relationship. Let me know if y'all think that he will ever take her serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to hear y'all thoughts and perspective about the show and the relationship. So yeah, leave your comments below, and I will see y'all in the next one.